I read a very good article in the Sunday Independent yesterday. It was very well written, very disturbing though, where the columnist predicts a spike in hate crime here in Ireland. Not because we're getting more racist or because hate crimes are on the increase or anything. It's because the Gardaí, that's the Irish police, have set up a new Garda database, a new way of collecting criminal statistics for the category of hate crime. And the criteria for determining whether a crime has been committed or not is simply asking the ostensible victim. So, if somebody says something to me that I don't like, and I construe that as being hateful in some way, maybe I suspect some anti Irish bigotry or anti Catholic, bigotry. I'm an Irish Catholic, obviously, or anti white, whatever it is, whatever characteristic that I feel has been affronted. I just have to report that to the guards, and that it will be then collected as a hate crime. So basically, if you feel a crime has been committed against you, then on this criteria, a crime has been committed against you. We don't do this in any other area of the criminal justice system. We don't say, well, I feel like I've been robbed. I feel like I was raped today. I feel like it. No, I'm sorry. Evidence has to be collected and an investigation has to be done. I understand that it is a less objective field because you're talking about insults to the person, but there is an objective standard. If you call a black guy the N word, that's racist. There's no way around it. That is racist and it should never happen. But if you call a black guy, an a-hole or whatever, there could be any number of reasons why you called him that. And it's very, very likely that his skin color is not one of them. Because you very likely would have used a different word if it were. So, this idea that if you're personally affronted, you can subjectively call that hatred, report it to the police via this database or however the statistics are collected, and that will get put into a computer somewhere, and you'll have some imbecile in the press 6 months from now putting out headlines saying things that, like, Ireland is becoming a racist country, the right wing is on the rise in Ireland. I can see the headlines now, and it'll be beyond disingenuous. They will know exactly what they're doing, by the way. All they care about is clicks and sales and whatever else. They don't really care about the truth at all. So yeah, what really disturbs me about this kind of thing is that children growing up, they live in the least racist time in human history, and there are dishonest reporters out there and activists out there who I think they want it to be one of the most racist times. They're in that way they'll have a cause of some kind, but they try and make out that it's never been worse. And they put that image out there for people to see, for children to see, and children grow up with this view of the time they're living in, and they say, oh well, what a terrible racist time and they have no idea what real racism is. Racism and to these people is asking somebody where they're from. That's how far the goalposts have shifted. If you still want to have a cause, if you still want to have your anti-racism cause, obviously you still need racism around. And what do when real racism dries up? Well, you change the definition. You move the goalposts, and you cast an ever expanding net over what can be reasonably construed as racism. So, yeah, the hate crime headlines that we're going to see in the coming months, don't believe them, number one. Number two, Ireland is a very accepting country, just like the UK, just like the United States, no matter what you might see in the newspapers and on CNN. So no, don't buy this nonsense. Really don't buy it. This is propaganda pushed by left-wing activists, and fair play to this columnist for giving us the heads up on this and telling us that when we see it and when it happens, don't believe it. So you don't believe it either.